Right. Okay. Are you ready, Mrs. Lauritsen?
We are on.
Excellent. Okay, people. Last week we had a session on Thursday, is that right? It was the last day?
Yep.
Yep. And we had feedback to each other. We talked about our ideas and our plans for our writing. We looked at the curriculum. We've looked at the exemplars. And we discussed with each other about how we could make our writing possibly the best we've ever written. We're aiming for level 5. It's level 5 writing. So, with that, you have now written something. You've written your start. What was the brief that you had to write?
It has to not be dark. You're allowed to have a dark paragraph or part in it, but not dark and cold.
Yep.
And it has to have a relationship.
Has to have a relationship. What type of relationship?
So it can be, couldn't it be family or like a girlfriend or something like that?
Basically, any relationship that between people that you could think of.
Yeah.
Okay, so who altered their story or their plan after getting feedback from us as a group? Tell us about that, Rebecca.
Well, my first idea was that she would just find out that she was going to find the jewel and she wouldn't have any idea about why it's there. And after I got the feedback, I was found out that I need to have more detail of actually how she found out about it and why she needs to do it, rather than just making her find it.
Okay, good. Who gave you that feedback?
It was everyone, like about 3 or 4 teachers.
Good. Okay, Roman.
Well, first of all, I was going to have a bit of a sci-fi, but now I've changed it to, different.
Okay. Cool. You want to share?
Oh, I was just going to say what I changed.
Okay, go for it. Tell us.
I pretty much changed my whole idea, including the names, since everybody wanted my names changed.
Why did you change your idea?
Because I thought that if I can't remember what I was going to use before. I think it was, can't remember what I was using before. I think I was using she becomes mute. She's still going to be mute, but she doesn't become mute. She's always been mute.
Okay, so a subtle change.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you said before, just a little bit before, that your start is dark.
Yeah. It's not really dark, it's sad.
Okay. Alright. Can we start with you sharing your writing that you've got there? The rest of us are going to be listening and ready to provide feedback. Remember our criteria that we're wanting. It's not allowed to be dark overall, and it's got to be focused on a relationship. Okay.
The relationship isn't really set.
That's fine, we'll see how we go. So you start us off, and if anyone's got any feedback they want to give her, stick it in your hand and you can choose who you want to hear from. Go for it.
The dull colour of black surrounded me. Why a funeral was always dark. My eyes wandered around the old church cemetery. It was filled with people my parents knew. They were good people, always willing to help, never wanting anything in return. Tears threatened to spill, so I dropped my head, letting my flaming red hair fall over my shoulders. My parents would have wanted me to stay strong, but I let the tears rain down my pale face anyway. Just the thought of never seeing my beloved parents again. They were gone to heaven, to live eternity together in love. My whole body collapsed onto the soft green grass, too mentally weak to stand, so I just lay there. You know that part of the movies where time moves around that one person and they just sit there, not knowing what to do or where to go? That person was me. Sleep must have consumed me because when I awoke it was dark, only the moon and stars as my torch. Most people would have been scared, out of their wits, but not me. I found it peaceful. The sound of the autumn breeze through the trees, a church, a crunch of leaves broke my train of thought.
I like your description, how you have, you don't just say that, you always describe it. And I like your opening sentence.
You should probably have, for the last bit, where you're crunching of leaves, you should hear the, fast crunching of leaves, so as if someone was, running towards you. So it's like this big, oh God, what's going to happen? And it's like a thriller little section.
Okay. Just to interrupt there a little bit, if we get out our matrix that we've got, everyone should have their matrix still. Has everyone got it? Got some spare here. Got yours, Ryan? There's a spare one. Got yours? Share with me. Okay. Just wait for everyone to come back. better bit. Okay, so we all just heard Laurie's introduction piece, really. Now our goal is to write at level... Okay, you guys now decide if that piece of writing you've just heard is level 5. We might need little parts of it again. Remember we were looking that we get caught between level 4 and level 5? Rebecca, do you remember what the main difference between level 4 and 5 is?
In level 4 you have to maintain the audience's interest, and in level 5 you have to engage the audience's interest.
So that's certainly the audience part, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so have a little read through if you need to remind yourself again what they are, and then have a little decision. We're going to start with Laurie because it's her piece of work, and she can tell us if she thinks it's level 4 or level 5 and why. You ready?
I think it could be level 5 because it confidently portrays the person's thoughts and their voice, and it expresses their feelings and everything. And the ideas, I think it has sustained a strong idea that they're at the funeral and everything. And then it does link, and I have got paragraphs and everything. And then the vocabulary, I think, is good enough.
Okay. Do you want to see if your peers agree? Okay, you've got some hands up. Go for it.
I think that you need to step out of your comfort zone a little bit more, because I've noticed when you write stories they're kind of quite similar because you have the same sort of characters but otherwise. And also I think if I didn't know that she was at a funeral, then I would have guessed. I think that's just me.
Okay, level wise?
I'm not sure.
Come on, you make the decision. Do you feel this piece is level 4 or level 5?
I think it's level 5.
Okay. Why do you think that?
Because it's quite descriptive, and it's got quite rich vocabulary, so.
Okay, so you're comfortable with it being a 5? Yeah, there's one 5 in your favour?
Because when I get a book out of the library, that's the sort of things I would read in books.
Okay, so it's up to a book level. That's a nice compliment.
Well, I think it's level 5 as well, because it's really engages my attention. You actually you want to know more about that character, because it's a really interesting character, and you use really good vocab. And yeah, I think it's level 5.
I think that it is also a 5. So you know how with the fish where it hooks their lip and it gets really pulled in there so that it doesn't squirm away? That's kind of how I feel like with that. So it really gets the attention and it holds you there until it feels like the final paragraph of the last page. So I think it's going to turn out to be really good.
Okay. Sounds like we're pretty convinced it's a level 5. Sorry, you want to add something, Grace?
Yeah, well, just like Bex, I think it's a level 5 because it, right from the start, it engages my attention, and right through there, it's kind of really, and like you said about the voice, I think that's personal thoughts and stuff. That's really strong.
Well done, Laurie. Sounds like you've got off to a really good start, and you're on the right track. Who'd like to go next? Rebecca, can you go any faster?